Welcome back. Now it's 1 year since the last test I made by the Nissan Leaf, and we have still had no problems with the car so far. Today it has been around 12 minus degrees outside, and now the sun is coming, and we are going to do a real life test today. We are going to drive about 50 kilometers here in Norway in the winter. In winter weather, and we're going to see how the car is performing. So we start up the car, and we see status of the batteries. How is it going here? And we see that the battery has only three bars, and the battery charge is 100%. And we can reset the kilometers. I have to turn the car a little bit to make you see a little bit better, because it's sun now. But at the moment you can see outside it's minus degrees. So we are going to drive about 50 kilometers and see the status on the battery after. And the temperature, we have to put the temperature down a little bit. We don't need this. Usually I drive around 17 degrees inside, and we have heat to the front and down, and we put some power on the seat, just like this. And one more thing we do, we put heat in the steering wheel here, so it's nice to drive. And then we are ready to start the 50 kilometers test. And we are starting at 100% of the battery. And one more thing, the test is going from 0 in high to about 330 meters above sea. So it's going to be a lift up for the car, about 300 meters, and then down on the other side. Totally it's about 50 kilometers. But I can come back and tell you when we start the lift, and you can see how the battery is performing. Okay. We can now see that the car has gone 32,496 kilometers, and there has not been any problem with the car so far. And I put now the kilometer counter on 0, so you can see how well the car is performing. And we have now 100% on the battery, and I'll start driving. Yes, we are now driving around 68 kilometers per hour, and we can look at the batteries and how far the car has gone so far. We see that the battery is now 89%. And the kilometers is 8.3 so far. I've now turned off the seat heating, because it's going to be too hot to have the seat heating on. And in about 500 meters we are starting on the little hill. It's about 300 meters up above the sea. And I will be back on the top and tell you and show you how much energy the car has used to travel to the top. Okay, now we have climbed to the top. We are about 330 meters above the sea. And you can see the battery is going down to 68%, and we have driven around 20.7 kilometers far. So it uses a lot of battery on when we are going up, but now we are going down to the fjord again. And then you can see now we have around 68% on the battery, and we have 21.2 kilometers. And I'm give you a report when we are coming down to the fjord again. And when we see on the temperature, it's about minus 12 on the outside. And we are driving around 60 to 80 kilometers each hour. So, but now it's start going down again. So we can see the battery status after. Okay, we are now soon down to the fjord again, and we have outside 14 degrees minus, and we are driving around 63 kilometers an hour. And we can see how far we have gone now. Now it's 28.5, and we have 67% on the battery. So we still have some kilometers to drive before we are at the destination. As you can see, we still have some kilometers left to drive. We have driven 42.7 kilometers, and we have 54% on the battery. Outside now it's around 7 degrees. The view is nice and the sun is shining. The weather is very nice today, and it's a very nice scenery here in Norway. This is the fjord, Norway, and it's February. So yes. So I will come back on the destination and see how much we have done. Okay, then we are on the final destination, and we can see that we have been traveling 46.8 kilometers, and we have used 49% of the battery. So it's half here, and the temperature on the battery is 1, 2, 3 bars, not more. So now we have around 7 degrees on the outside. On the final destination. So we have to power up a little bit before we are going back, because 51 when we use 49 one road is one way is a little bit too little. I don't like to drive with too little power on the battery. If something happens or it's going to be a little bit more colder, then it can be some problems. So I think I have to power this about an hour before I'm going back home. Thank you for watching.